has it been like?
Nightmare. I haven't slept much. A lot of crying. Trying to figure out what is going on and why things are being kept from me. I wasn't even told that my husband's body was found. I had to find out about it on Facebook today, when everybody else, his ex-wife and his kids, everybody knew, but nobody thought I should know, I guess.
When did you last see him?
He came home from work Thursday morning. He got here about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And that was the last you saw him?
I met with the St. Francis County detective yesterday, and they've instructed me until the investigation is done. They're not letting me go any further than that.
Okay.
And what happened after that?
Sure, I understand. What's going through your mind right now?
To be honest, I had so many things going through my mind because I just don't know what to do right now at this point. I don't know why this happened. I don't know what's going on.
Do you know who would want to hurt your husband?
No. I know, he's with a certain organization, and there's been a lot of things along the lines of threats, but I don't know. I just don't know right now.
I understand they have taken someone, though, into custody.
I seen that on Facebook, too, that there was somebody in custody. And I think that's what they're also wanting me to wait until they decide if, charges are going to be filed or not before I go into anything.
Okay. Because I understand they have his stepson in Washington County?
Well, I know that they had my son. They had him.
Your son? Okay.
They had him. He was taken in on different charges, so like a probation violation charge.
Okay.
For not showing up for court.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's your son. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's related to this.
Okay. So they didn't tell you anything else except for that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. All I know is I seen that there was a suspect in custody, but I don't know who. And like I said, I didn't even know about the body until I seen it on Facebook. So,
have you been able to talk to them or anything more about? I know the autopsy was today.
I don't know the results of the autopsy. I can't get anybody to tell me anything.
Okay.
There was a detective that I've been working very close to, and he was supposed to let me know after he spoke to whoever they have in custody, but I called today and they told me he was off, so I don't know.
Right.
I'm still waiting. I said things have been crazy, and you called me at a good time right now. I started to settle down a little bit because I've been talking to some friends of mine, but
sure,
it's been really, really rough.
I bet. What do you want people to know right now about your husband?
Well, I see a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff being put on Facebook about how bad of a person he was, and he wasn't like that. My husband wouldn't hurt anyone. He was generous. He was nice. He was nice to everyone he met. He was always helping everybody he could. And all the stuff that they're saying about him is just not true. He's just not that way. And I just want everybody to know that he's not like that. He's not a hateful, racist person. He's a very sweet man.
But he is a leader with the KKK.
Yeah, he is, yeah. But he would help anybody. It doesn't matter if they were black or not. He would help anybody, and he has.
How long has he been the Grand Wizard for the KKK?
Oh my gosh, probably since 2008.
For someone who doesn't know what that means, why is he the Grand Wizard?
Well, it's an Imperial Wizard.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
That's okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What does it mean?
I guess, yeah, why was that something he was drawn to? Why was that, for the people out there that maybe don't understand your husband?
Well, see, the Klan isn't like what it used to be, and a lot of people are going back to what it was a long time ago, and it's not that way anymore. It's more of a, I don't know how to explain this. It's more of a, he doesn't, if he doesn't want to live in a black neighborhood or have blacks in his neighborhood, he thinks that he should be allowed to live in a neighborhood that's all white, but, or if he, doesn't want to work with one, he thinks companies should be able to, if they don't want to hire them, but he doesn't think that anybody should be like killed or murdered or anything like that. He just believes in separation of the races. Is mostly what it is.
So do you think he was killed for something that has to do with his involvement with the Klan?
I don't think so. I mean, I thought that at first, but because he was getting a lot of messages, but he's always gotten, voicemails and messages on his line that were threatening, and no one's ever done anything. But I know, like, right before this happened, there was a post put on his Facebook page by somebody that said they needed to talk to him, that a bunch of stuff was put out about him, me, and his daughter. But the guy never got back to me about what that was or where I could find it.
Okay.
So I don't know I can't.
So
really
you don't know. You don't
that.
know at this point who that person in custody might be or why they might have hurt your husband.
No, I have no idea. No.
When did you report him missing?
Well, see, I was under the impression it was 48 hours and like 24 hours for a child. But I was told by the police department here that that's not true. So I actually, I did do it, the 48 hours later, because I called St. Francis County Sheriff's Department and they said, yeah, it's 48 hours, but the cops here said no. So, I was kind of confused on when I was supposed to report it, but I did go up there and report it, 48 hours exactly after I seen him.
So that was yesterday or today, or?
That was actually, no, I guess I did it before that. I actually made the report. I made the report Friday, I believe. Friday morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last time you had seen him was
Thursday. So actually, yeah, I made it a little bit earlier because they kept coming down here and asking me why haven't I come up there yet? And then I didn't know where he was, and I was distraught. That was kind of the last thing on my mind, and Frank's had times where he's gotten stressed out, and he's got property out in the country, and he has gone and left for a few days to kind of clear his head, and then where his property is, there's no cell phone, so you can't reach him. And then he's come back, so at first I wasn't alarmed because he said there were a lot of things going on at work, and family issues had him all stressed out, and his group issues had him stressed out. So, he kept saying he needed a break. Okay. So, that's just kind of what I thought he was doing at first, was taking a break.
But then you realized something was wrong?
And I realized something was wrong when he didn't come back. And then they said that they located his car without him.
And right now, you're cooperating with police?
I am cooperating. They wanted to come to the house. I let them come in without a search warrant. I let them take whatever they wanted. They gave me a list of everything they, took, and they asked for my cell phone yesterday. I gave it to them without a warrant. I'm, cooperating fully, whatever they want.
Okay. Anything else, Melissa, that you want to add about this investigation? When you heard that he had been found and that he was dead, what was your first reaction?
I was glad that I wasn't alone at the time when I heard it. I had a friend here with me, and she's actually a really good friend of my husband's as well, and it was shocking. I have panic disorder, and I really thought I was just going to pass out. And I kept telling her I thought I needed to go to the hospital and be seen, for stress. And I almost thought about checking into a stress center for a few days,
Sure.
and because I can't handle this, by myself.
Now, did I hear that you guys had some things had been taken? Oh, I'm sorry.
The shadow.
Oh, did I hear that there was a worry that there might have been a burglary as well?
Yeah, but I'm not 100% sure about that, and I think it was a family member that actually did. I think that's a totally separate incident.
Okay.
So, and I did actually discuss that with the St. Francis County Sheriff, but not the cops here.
Okay.
Because they're not being very cooperative here. The
Okay.
Wood Police are trying to pin everything on me instead of listening, to evidence and